Hi everyone, welcome to a little example as we look at chapter 5 and start looking at conditions and specifically if statements. A little example that I thought might give us a bit of practice and see how an if statement is used. We're going to use the application of a driver's license and see how that can be used as an if statement. In Ontario you have to be at least 16, so I'm going to set up a variable here, and rather than using scanners and having a prompt, I'm just going to give a variable here and assign a value to it. So I'm going to say int age equals 16. Note that when I assign a variable its value, I use an equal sign. We're going to see in the if statement how it's a bit different because we actually have to use two equal signs if we want to check something. So if you're 16 in our program, we're going to say you are eligible to apply for your driver's license. So I'm going to say if, and then I have my condition in regular brackets, if age, and here because I'm checking something I need two equal signs. So if age equals 16. I now use my curly brackets. You may have to lean into the screen here to see that this is a curly bracket and this is a curly bracket. These curly brackets will start to mess you up in programming because we have curly brackets here, 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 and here. Notice that when you click on one, it highlights the corresponding one. There has to be an equal number of opening curly brackets and closing curly brackets. But here we go. We've got if age equals 16. I'm going to do a system.out.println. You can get your driver's license. And that's all I'm going to do so far. If this is true, so if their age is indeed 16, they are allowed to get their driver's license. Hopefully that's what it's going to say when we output it in a second. Let's run this and see what's going on. I'm running it. You can get your driver's license, and that makes sense because our age is equal to 16. If I were to change this number, say I were to even put it to 17, just think about what's going to happen here. It's going to check to see if age equals 16, but in this case it doesn't because it's 17. So it's not going to say you can get your driver's license. It's actually not going to say anything. It's just going to say process complete, program's done. We have encoded that. Let me bump this back down to 16 for a second. So this is an if statement. I'm checking here to see if something's equal. I could also check to see if the age is equal to or greater than 16. And now if I put 17 back up in here and I run my program, down here I've got a mistake. And my mistake is, it's a logic mistake. It's not, we never say equals to or greater than, we just say greater than or equal to. So it's greater than or equal to. Let's try that out. Process complete. You can get your driver's license because your age is greater than or equal to 16. So far so good. If my age, say I'm saying, am I 15? My age is 15. Can I get my driver's license? Let's check it out. Well, let's think about what it's going to do. It's actually not going to say anything except process complete. We haven't coded it for that condition. Right now we're just checking to see if age is greater than or equal to 16. We can type in an else, and the else is any other condition. If this condition isn't met, it will do this one. So I'm going to say system.out.println you cannot get your driver's license yet. And we'll run this program. My age is 15. My condition is if it's greater than or equal to 16, so let's try it. It says you cannot get your driver's license yet because my age is 15. It's not greater than or equal to 16. One of the things to look out for here too, in this condition, I can't just say greater than 16 because then if I was 16 years old, I wouldn't be eligible for my driver's license. I also need to make sure that if I'm using a double variable type, that it still kind of falls within that parameter. So I need to be kind of careful in how I set things up. That's a quick little intro to how to do an if statement with basic conditions. So we've got if age is greater than or equal to 16, you can get your driver's license. Otherwise, you can't get your driver's license.